Thanks, Josh. As Josh said, I'm an AI engineer. I work for Crisp Thinking, and we're sponsoring this event. And at Crisp, we try to protect some of the biggest brands in the world from the threats posted on social media. And those threats can be anything from swearing, abuse, to sexual exploitation, cyberbullying, or influencer scandals. We process about 3 billion data every month, including images, videos, and text. My job is build up the automatic machines to filter those risks from images and videos. So I'll start with, the techniques I'm using is called machine learning. So I'll start with a brief introduction about machine learning. After that, I'll talk about my experience of working and studying in this area. And machine learning is a set of algorithms that can learn patterns from data automatically. They learn from data just like we learn from our past experience. A simple binary classification example could be the algorithm takes two sets of data, try to extract information and build up a boundary that could separate them. And the data more difficult to separate will be closer to the boundary, as we can see is those two images because they have similar background of those. And sometimes it can be very tricky because different objects can appear very similar in the images. And how does it find the boundary depends on which algorithm you use. And in Crisp Thinking, we use something called convolutional neural network, which extracts different level of features from the simple ones like corners and edges to the complicated contour of the objects with color information. And it uses all those extracted information to make the decision. And here is a demo of our testing tool for the classifier. We loaded a GAN classifier, and as we can see, there's a score for each image. The score means the probability of the target object appears in that image. And we can see all the GANs are correctly classified, but we also have some objects look very similar to GANs. They have higher score than other things. They are the ones closer to the boundary. So that's about my work, and I started learning computer science when I just joined the uni. In the third year, I had my first AI class. I loved it, so I decided to do a master for it. After I had my first machine learning class, I just knew this is definitely the direction I want to go for the rest of my life. And if you ask me whether I encountered any difficulties because, to be a machine learning engineer, I would say yes. I like it doesn't mean it's something easy to do. I can't remember how many hours I used to reading books, papers, doing loads and loads of experiments, while other people can relax traveling around. And also I remember right after I got into those AI stuff, one of my teachers told me he didn't think it was a good idea for me to do a master degree because he didn't think I could do it. But I did it. I got my distinction degree from University of Manchester. So that's that. And yeah, but if you ask me whether I encountered any difficulties just because I'm a lady, I would say no when I was a student, because I don't think any of my teachers gave me more or less marks just because I'm a lady. Also, even if under this subject, there's always more male students than female, you can still find some friend who you can chat from the future of AI to your nail color. But in industry like Crisp Thinking, I'm the only woman in our dev team. Things can go either way, but we are always welcome more developers, males or females. In terms of the job tasks, I still can't tell the difference. No one would give you a different job just because of your gender. But in terms of the socialization, you probably won't hear things like, oh, you have a new haircut, or your dress looks lovely from your teammate. But I think if you do want to chat about work, you probably won't specifically just chat with female teammate. And if you do want to find some friend you can having fun shopping with, you could steal ladies from other team. That's what I do. And yeah, that's about my story. And if you're interested in machine learning, I would recommend those open sources. They are lectures given by the leading scientists in this area, and most of them are free. So feel free to ask me more about them. And thanks for listening. If you're interested what we do as CRISP, and we have a stand in the back, feel free to chat with us. Looking forward to hear other people's story. Thank you.